question we at Critical Conduct are asking is, was this self-defense or premeditated murder? On February 27, 2026, at around 11 a.m. in Hartford, Connecticut, the family of Stephen Jones, age 55, called 911 to report that Jones had cut himself with a knife and was experiencing a mental health crisis. Minutes later, at 11:07 a.m., Officer Josue Charles arrived at the scene.
Hey, throw the knife away. Throw the knife. Drop. All right, he's coming toward you. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. I'm not gonna shoot him. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife, please. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. I'm just creating distance. Drop the knife. Taser, taser.
At 11:09 a.m., Officer James Prignano arrived at the scene.
Relax. Hey, you gotta drop the knife. We don't want to shoot you. We don't want to shoot you. You gotta drop it.
It's ineffective.
You gotta drop it. My man, you gotta drop it. You gotta drop it. We don't want to shoot you. We don't want to, bro. You gotta drop it. Drop it. You don't want to get shot. You don't want to get shot. Come on, drop the knife. We don't want to do that. Can you just drop the knife for me, my man? Just drop it. Just drop it.
At 11:10 a.m., Officer Jacqueline Torres arrived at the scene.
My man, you don't want to get shot. Think about it. Drop the knife. We're just going to get you help. We're going to get you help. Just drop it. Just drop it. My man, we're good. Yo, look at me. Look at me. We're here to help you. We're here to help you. Just drop it. Just drop it. We're just going to get you to the hospital. We're going to talk to somebody.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Craig, just back up. Drop the knife. Just drop the knife. 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 Craig, just back up a little bit. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Craig, just back up, back up, back up. Craig, drop the knife. Stevie, you gotta drop the knife. We do not want to shoot you. Just drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife, hon. Drop the knife.
They want to help you. Just drop it and we'll help you.
You ain't hungry?
Stevie, drop it. Drop it. We're going to put the guns away and that's it.
It's me and Nate. Me and Derek. We gonna get something. Drop the knife.
Stevie, just drop it. Just drop it. It's all done, Stevie. It's all over with, Steve.
Good job, Sonny. Stevie, come on.
Steve,
You gotta drop the knife. You gotta drop the knife. You gotta drop it, hon.
Yeah, get Sonny, Stevie. Come on.
Drop it, hon.
Stevie, it's over with. It's over with. Just drop it and let's go get help. All right?
It's not that. You don't have to do
Stevie,
that.
drop the knife.
Stevie, you're okay.
Do we have another tape?
You're okay. Can you drop it for me, Steve? Stevie, can you drop it, my man? What's going on with you? Drop it. Just drop it so we can help you. You got a big knife in your hand. You got to drop it so we can help you. Okay? All right.
And finally, at 11:12 a.m., Officer Joseph Magnano arrived at the scene, and only 30 seconds later ended the encounter through the use of deadly force.
Hey, drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Do you have a taser?
No, drop the knife. 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 Woman, you're gonna get shot. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it. Last time. Drop the knife. Drop it. Drop the knife, Stevie.
We're gonna go talk to somebody, okay?
Stevie, drop the knife, all right? Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Stevie. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Stevie. Woman, you're gonna get shot. Drop the knife. Steve. Drop the knife. Stevie. Stevie. Last time. Stevie. Drop the knife. Stevie.
Steve, you're okay. We're gonna make sure you're okay. Just drop the knife. We're gonna get you. We're gonna go talk to somebody, okay? Stevie, just drop it. Just drop it. Stevie, Mac, chill. Stevie, Magnano, chill. Stevie, you gotta drop it.
Last time.
Stevie, drop it.
Drop it.
There's the knife.
That's fine. Keep the knife. Steve, you're okay. We're gonna make sure you're okay. Just
Drop the knife. Come on.
We're gonna go talk to somebody, okay?
Drop the knife, hun. Do you have a taser? Do you have a taser?
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Stevie,
Drop the
Mag.
Drop the knife.
Mag, just back.
Drop the knife.
Mag.
Drop the knife.
Drop it! Stevie!
Last time. Drop the knife. Drop it.
Any of the units able to free up, head over to 687 Blue Hills Ave. Just need one more car, head over to 687 Blue Hills Ave. Shots fired, 687 Blue Hills Ave, shots fired.
Officers on the scene rendered aid, and Jones was transported to a nearby hospital, where he remains in critical condition in the ICU. Officer Magnano was placed on administrative leave while the Hartford office of the Inspector General and the State Police's Central District Major Crime Squad investigate the incident. The first 5 minutes of this encounter, led by Officers Charles and Prignano, provide a masterclass in managing an acute mental health crisis under pressure. Officer Charles immediately prioritized distance, backpedaling as Jones approached with the knife. Even after multiple unsuccessful taser deployments failed, the officers did not immediately resort to lethal force. With Officer Prignano, we see a remarkable display of physical composure. Even as Jones chased him around a cruiser, Prignano continued to backpedal rather than close the distance, and de-escalating the situation by calmly reassuring Jones that they were there to help him. Finally, with Officer Torres on scene, the officers had established a semicircle, effectively containing the situation while allowing bystanders to attempt verbal persuasion, a rare moment where police allowed community presence to assist in de-escalation. The temperature of the incident changed abruptly with the arrival of Officer Joseph Magnano. While the first 3 officers had spent 5 minutes maintaining a precarious but stable perimeter, Magnano exited his vehicle and immediately moved toward Jones with his service weapon drawn. There is a distinct audible and tactical shift here. Magnano's introduction of the ultimatum, "You're going to get shot," replaced the persuasion tactics used by the initial officers, with immediate and potentially lethal consequences. While the OIG report notes that Jones did not speak during the encounter, The tactical vacuum created by Magnano's aggressive approach forced a final confrontation with deadly force. It's worth noting that this incident occurred just 8 days after Hartford police fatally shot Everard Walker in a strikingly similar scenario involving a mental health crisis and a knife. While we can only speculate on the internal departmental pressure or the heightened state of alertness these officers were under, the contrast in execution is undeniable. Officers Charles, Prignano, and Torres demonstrated that they were prepared to wait and exhaust every non-lethal avenue. Officer Magnano's arrival effectively ended that possibility. As the Hartford community processes these two incidents, we are left to wonder if the outcome for Stephen Jones would have been different if the initial de-escalation tactics had been allowed to continue. When multiple officers have a situation contained, should a late arriving officer be required to defer to the tactics already in play? Or is the shift to lethal force inevitable once a subject with a weapon begins to close the distance? Let us know what you think, respectfully, in the comments below, and please subscribe for more videos like these. Until next time, stay informed and stay critical.